welcome back, and this is Naveen from UABrains. So with this video, we are going to start a new web series, a complete tutorial series on Ajax. So what is Ajax? So Ajax stands for Asynchronous JavaScript and XML. So this concept actually introduced in the year 2005. So what is this Ajax concept is? So you can send and receive data from your client and from the client and server using asynchronous. So you can send and receive data from client and server asynchronously. So we don't need to wait for the response. Okay. And here we use XML HTTP requests to perform the Ajax calls. And we also see some good examples on Ajax concept. So it's a complete tutorial on Ajax. So the main concept of Ajax is you must not, the page cannot be refreshed when you're fetching data from a server. So generally, how Ajax transformation works between a client and server, let's see. First of all, before we come to Ajax, so let's understand a traditional way how the data transfer is going to happen from a client and server. First of all, suppose you have opened a browser and when you want to open a website. So when you enter a facebook.com URL on your browser and when you click enter, so what happens is your browser is responsible to send a HTTP request to the Facebook server to fetch some data. So what happened? The client is sending a HTTP request to the server, and this HTTP request is actually a synchronous request. So what is synchronous is, see, in this process, as soon as the browser send a request to the server, so server may be processing your request. So by the time server is processing your request, the browser has been stopped. It will not allow you to do any sort of changes. It means it is waiting for the response. So this is called synchronous. Now, as soon as the response comes from the server, so browser will catch hold of the response and it will display. So meanwhile, by the time the server is performing the response, preparing a response, so what browser has to do is keep refreshing the page. So I think most of the website you might have seen, when you click on any button or when you click on any form submission, whatever activity you do, the client is the client browser has going to keep on loading and loading and loading. It will display the data. So by the time it's loading, and it won't let you perform any type of changes. This call actually a synchronous. The best thing about asynchronous JavaScript programming is Ajax is you never see a page refresh. So this is asynchronous request. So asynchronous request, what happens is we are not going to send a HTTP request. We are going to send XML HTTP request. So Ajax request is actually a XML HTTP request. So which sends a request behind the scenes, not directly the HTTP. It's a developer responsibility again. Normal HTTP request is actually a browser's responsibility to send it and receive, but Ajax request is asynchronous request, and this is a pure responsibility of developer. So developer has to create a request whenever he want to talk to a client and get some data. So he has to create a HTML HTTP request and send to the server, and server is performing a response. Meanwhile, no blockage will happen on your browser. You will never ever see a page refresh on your browser. Now as soon as the response is done, so once server is alert you stating that yes, response is ready, then what you have to do is we have to fetch the response and display. And one more thing is, in normal HTTP requests, how can you receive a data, in which format you can receive a data is, so whenever you send a request and get response, right, the HTTP response what you have getting from the server is in the form of uh, you may get a set of HTML files, you may get set of CSS files, and some set of JavaScript files. So server is gonna send you a set of different files, because if you want to display a complete web page, we need a set of web technologies files. So those files is gonna send from the server. Now what Ajax does is, when you send an Ajax, Ajax stands for asynchronous JavaScript and XML. So the data can be received from the server in a form of XML. So XML is actually a simple file and which represents actually a data. Okay, and The name stands XML, JavaScript Ajax XML, but XML is quite outdated as of now, and the Ajax also support the plain text and JSON. The most popular nowadays is JSON. So you will get a response from a server is in a JSON format. So which will retrieve a JSON data through Ajax response, and that we will fetch it and display wherever you want. If you want to clearly understand the real Ajax concept is, let's take an example of Facebook. See, in Facebook, once you have login, you may see a set of post, right? So some of your friends has posted, or your any of your Facebook friends has posted, right? So for every post, you can find two buttons or two links. One is like and dislike. So just observe, as soon as you hit a like button, as soon as you hit a like button, what happened? Did you see any page refresh there? No. So as soon as you click on a like button, it's not sending a HTTP request, it's sending an AJAX request, XML HTTP request to the server, and 100 likes was there. As soon as you click on like button, it become 101. It means this data has been updated to the server side and get the response and display there. So Facebook is using Ajax concept internally. That's why you never see a page refresh when you click on a like button or when you comment or when you share. Okay, and same story if you can see for YouTube. So YouTube video is playing. Okay, suppose my video is playing in YouTube. Now you just click on a like button. So as soon as you click on a like button, just see here. Just click on a like button and see any page refresh happen. So page refresh will never happen because YouTube also using Ajax. So any activity which you're performing on a client's browser and which internally talk to the server, and all the transformation will be data transfer will happen between the client and server, but will you never see a page refresh. That's the main concept of Ajax. Okay, so this diagram shows about how Ajax communication happens, and just remember, it is not normal HTTP request, it is a XML HTTP request. Okay, and in what format you get a data from a server is, you can use either plain XML file or plain text or JSON. The most popular nowadays is JSON format. So this one. And next, so how can you perform, how many ways you can perform Ajax? So most of the video tutorials I've seen, people are showing in normal jQuery way to fetch Ajax, right? Not only jQuery, there are multiple ways you can perform Ajax. So here, a regular Ajax concept. What is regular Ajax request is a plain using a plain JavaScript program without using any libraries. You can do complete Ajax what you want to do. And also there is one separate library or API which is fetch API. So that is inbuilt in your browser itself, and using that also you can perform Ajax request. And one more third-party library has given by Node.js, that's called Axios library. So using Axios library also you can perform this Ajax request. So they may use any choice. They can use normal Ajax request, or they can use a fetch API, and they can also use Axios, and you can also use jQuery library to perform Ajax request. And even if you know a little bit about Node.js, in Node.js also the HTTP library also using Ajax concept, and even in Angular 9 or any of Angular framework, any version, there is one HTTP module available, so that is also using Ajax request. Okay, and React.js also using Ajax concept, but in React we are using Axios library only. Okay, fine. So this is there's many ways you can perform Ajax request. Okay, so what was the plan in this tutorial? So in this tutorial I'm going to talk about everything about Ajax. Means we just start with the basics understanding of Ajax, how the Ajax control flow, how can you create Ajax requests, and how can you send it to the server, how can you receive the response, and how can you display the data on the client side. So the complete flow we'll see once, and after that we'll do a REST API. So our custom API we're going to build using a normal Ajax concepts. So what is that is, you can perform different type of requests. So if you can see a HTTP request, you have different type of request methods. One is get request, post request, put, and delete. So get means you want to fetch data from a server, that's called get request. And when you want to send something to the server, when you do a form submission, that's called post req. You can do a form submission also with Ajax. And one is put. When you want to update something at server side, you can go with put request. And when you want to delete something at server side, you go with delete request. So I just tell you in this complete tutorial how can you perform a complete get, post, put and delete, all the four different type of requests we're going to see in this tutorial. And also we're going to develop our custom API. So how can you create our own custom library? So we can do that. And also uh, finally we're going to develop an employee portal application. So in this employee portal application, it will give you an opportunity to create a new employee, which will it will create a form. Okay, and you can even update the employee, you can delete the employee, you can fetch data from a server, the complete code operation you can see in employee portal. So this with a normal Ajax. So I just show you some demonstration what projects we are going to develop in this tutorial. The very first one is Ajax basics. As I said, we'll start with Ajax basics. So in the basics, how to fetch a normal text data, just plain text data, how can you fetch, and how to fetch a JSON format data, and also API data. It means it has to send data to the server URL, external URL, and to fetch data. So three ways we can see. And after that, we're gonna start with a REST API. So we're gonna build our custom Ajax API. So with that, I show you how to perform get request, post request, put and delete, all the four type of requests we're gonna see. And once you have learned this one, next concept is we're going to develop this employee portal application with a plain Ajax. Okay, no jQuery, nothing, just Bootstrap as a front end, and actually a plain Ajax, no library. So here when you click on this add employee button, it just pops up one Bootstrap model where you can create a new employee, you can update, delete and everything. Okay, fine, I'm just showing the screens, but actual application we're going to develop in the coming subsequent videos. Okay, and this is about plain. Next, so there is a fetch API which is inbuilt in every browser and it's a default in JavaScript. So now we will jump into the fetch API. So in fetch API also we'll start from very basics, how to do the same different type of things using a fetch API. And after that we'll do a REST API with again fetch API, and then we'll do again employee portal application with only using fetch API. And after that we'll start with Axios library. So how to incorporate and how to use that Node.js Axios library with a browser, and how to do this different type of data, how to fetch with Axios library that entirely using Ajax, and also REST API. And also we'll do again employee portal application with only using Axios library of Ajax, this thing. And then we also see a simple example on the Chuck Norris database. So this is actually a jokes database, so which contains a set of jokes. So we can search for how many number of jokes you want. You can just click on enter. It fetch all the required number of jokes and displays. It's a very simple application. And next, the very important application what I want to show in this tutorial is GitHub search. So everybody will have a GitHub account, right? So in that we're gonna using a GitHub API. Okay, so how to do Ajax call to the GitHub API, and whenever I enter a person GitHub user and click on search, so that person, so actually I have typed my name, so the person photo and his name and his profile and all his details, his biodata, and also his repository. So what are all the repositories? I am not showing all the repositories, but here you can show all the different repositories which are already available for this person. So this is again Ajax. So here you can use multiple choice. You can use normal Ajax request, or you can use fetch API, you can use Axios library, or you can use jQuery Ajax to do this. Okay, so I'm showing I think all the ways. Okay, and many more. Okay, so this is actually as of now this is the concept we're going to discuss in Ajax. Okay, so I'm very excited to teach you Ajax in and out of Ajax concept, and this is a beginners and professional course on Ajax. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe to my channel, and we'll meet in the next video. Thank you.